Ankorstore is a wholesale marketplace, so we connect brands and retailers, and we help them to do business together. Ankorstore scaled massively over the last 2 years. From 20 people to 500, we hired a lot of sales. We deployed 9 countries in like 10 months, and we scaled our sales team. And we realized after a few months that we needed to put some more structure in our sales organization, and that's what happened when you scale very fast. So we decided to call Atscale to help us to better shape our organization.
We decided to go with Atscale first because of the background of the people working at Atscale. There is a pool of talent, of skill set at Atscale and the people working with the company that is very diversified, which was very useful for me because at this time I had everything to do, right? Building the talent acquisition pipe, at the same time defining what should be the organization of my revenue operation team, and at the same time very operational topics such as like improving the conversion rate of my sales pipeline, for example. And when I looked at the different profiles I could find at Atscale, I've seen this diversity where I knew I'm going to find one expert for each of the topics. And I think also the second thing that really convinced myself is there are a very perfect mix of very operational people that can go deep with you in details of your business, and at the same time high-level strategic advisors on how to build a scale-up and grow your scale-up. So yeah, I guess this is what makes my mind on that scale. I think the biggest change I had when I started Ankorstore was to basically grow the team in like a blitzscale mode, so in a very fast way, and at the same time working on building the foundation of the business and taking some key decision on the organization and everything at the same time, right? So what triggered really like my needs of working with a company such as Atscale was that I knew I won't be able to achieve this at the same time alone, basically.
So with Atscale, the biggest change that we had is that we were not working like as a whole team, and there were like many teams, you know, doing some stuff on their own. So what did Atscale, which was great, is really to kind of set up a whole collaboration like workforce to actually structure and strengthen the sales funnel of Ankorstore. So what we did is actually kind of set up some governance meetings, so with BizOps team, marketing, central team, like together, and then we ended up like with lots of like set of actions to really like improve the overall like conversion rates and results.
What I really appreciate at Atscale is that they are former salespeople. So they started their mission with a high vision scope, but then they went very deep and they went into details and they built an operating plan, and they followed it with us. So it was really great because it was not just like, you know, a pure high-level vision and then you have to manage the slides. They really go deep into details and help you to execute. And at the end, they challenge us on our organization, global one. They really help us to build like an ops team. They help us to reshape all the job descriptions. They help us to reshape the sales play, the playbooks. So for an operator, it's really helpful because it's concrete.
So as for the results of Atscale mission, I would say I see 3 main results. The number 1 result is accelerating our growth by, I would say, like twice faster than what I would have done alone. And mainly comes with 2 main things. One is accelerating the decision-making process on key decisions that were structural for the company. And second was operationally have people on the ground helping me to drumbeat the rollout of the growth. The second impact I've seen with this mission was that they really prevent us to have a high churn rate. Because when you're basically like developing in such a path, usually it comes with a huge churn rate with your team, which is a big loss of time and of money, so it helps a lot in this way. And finally as well, I would say like they help us a lot in terms of saving costs that would have been costs that would come in the future that are changing cost when you don't take the right decision initially, and that 6 months after you have to change your organization, your processes, and really by making the right choice initially, thanks to them, we didn't have them to switch all decision that has been made, and I guess we save a lot of costs here as well.
With Atscale was really great. I think what is great about them is that they really have their hands on the field. They listen to calls, they talk to individual contributors, also team leaders, so that they really understand what are the main pain points and the main issues, and then come up with really practical solutions to us and the different leadership teams. So really, they really help us to go from I think a startup mode to a scale-up mode. So the results with Atscale were really great. So first, we ended up working super well with as a whole team. So having the right governance, how to structure a project from A to Z, which was great. Second result, which was really powerful, is that we ended up creating a whole revenue operations team. That went from 0 to now 30 people.
So I think for a company, working with Atscale would be key whenever they are at this stage where they want to grow, but they don't have yet the right people on seat to do it, and that they need to really bring strong expertise on different domains. And this is when they would be the most useful, I would say.